3T, with the help of its sister company THM, a brand renowned for making lightweight carbon products, has designed a brand new aero-optimised 1x chainset called the Torno. According to 3T, the crankset is viewed as one of the toughest aerodynamic problems, as the crank has not only a leading edge, but also a trailing edge once it rotates 180 degrees. To combat this, the brand reduced the end of the crank arm to 12mm thick, with an almost pointed edge to claim the best possible aero advantage. It has also reduced the Q factor, now aptly named narrow Q technology, by 4mm to 142mm, the standard being between 145 to 150. This keeps your feet closer together, so you benefit from a biomechanical aerodynamic advantage. Weighing in at a claimed 330 grams and costing just over €1,000, the new Torno isn't the lightest in the world. THM claims that it will fit a number of bottom bracket standards and wolf tooth aero rings chainring sizes. Seems like there's a race to own the next big innovation this year, especially in the drivetrain market. Rotor has seemingly trumped all other major brands by releasing a 1x13 group set. Rotor believes its gear ratios directly compare with 2x setups, and has even suggested the reason why 1x hasn't worked for the professionals this year is because they've been limited to 11 gears. The I'll-Do crankset, the name stands for outdoers, can also adopt many of Rotor's chainring sizes, whether they're 1x, 2x or oval rings, and this is because of the versatility in axle and mount options for road, gravel and cyclocross. Impressively, the cassette can work with a KMC 12-speed chain, and you can expect ratios between 10 to 36 all the way up to a whopping 52 on the rear, the latter obviously being used by mountain bike riders. You can also use standard 11-speed Shimano wheels as long as you have Rotor's proprietary lock ring. Expect the front chainring availability to be between 38 right up to a 54 tooth. The new group set uses hydraulic fluid to shift. It's called Rotor's high step technology. The brand claims it to be of lower maintenance and to offer easier shifting compared to electronic or mechanical alternatives. The rear mech is also clutched to ensure no derailments on the front, and as you might expect, it uses hydraulic disc brakes. Ceramicspeed claim that the driven drivetrain is the world's most efficient drivetrain, and say it has a staggering 49% less friction than the best derailleur-based systems on the market. A whopping 21 Ceramicspeed bearings are used to reduce friction in the driven system, and it's based around a carbon fibre drive shaft rather than a chain. Part of that efficiency saving is via eliminating 8 points of slide and friction you find in a conventional drivetrain, such as where the chain links move relative to each other. Like the other drivetrains here, the driven is a 1x13 group set, but that is where the similarities end. It looks nothing like a normal drivetrain. Instead, you get a plate of mesh teeth running parallel to the rear wheel that the driven moves up and down to achieve an easier or harder gear. Ceramicspeed say they have a working model but hope to have a rideable version as early as next year.